Yo, what's poppin'? Ooh. It's time for a legendary show. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Hold on. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So let's get a get in here, everybody, get in here. All right, let's get into some things. Listen, I'm a little under the weather, but we're going to get into some things. All right, update. I took that COVID shot. The vaccine, and I don't know, I've been feeling a little bit tired, you know what I mean? So my energy isn't all the way up, but they say that's one of the side effects of taking the vaccine. So I don't know if I pass out here today. You know, I tried to give you guys a legendary show, okay? But anyway, let's get into some things. All right, we got a lot to talk about. We'll try to get to the calls if we can, but we got a lot of topics to hit and miss and dip from. All right, so what we gonna get into first is the heavy stuff. I'm feeling, let's get Dr. Umar out the way. Okay, so he basically went over on the Breakfast Club, and you know, it's viral all the time. He's always got something to say. And so he went on the Breakfast Club and was talking about, you know, white women and you know, he was talking about President, I didn't forgot the damn man name. What is the president? Joe Biden, you know, and he hasn't done anything for black people, but he's done things for transgender people, and he's done things for, you know, Asian people. So let's just listen. And he also talked about, you know, a kind of queen that he was looking for. So let's get into it, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts. All right?
Conscious, don't do anything in the community.
Well, we see you on social media asking for a queen.
I'm not asking for a queen. I'm letting the queens know that I have not chosen my queen. And if you think that you have what it takes to stand by the Prince of Pan-Africanism, I would like to know who you are, because I'm so busy. I can't meet every woman. I'm too busy.
But you choose it for business, not like you're not trying to.
I'm choosing for business. Her head better be nappy. Her whole body better be natural. That's right. Her head better be nappy. Happy to be nappy. No weave, no perm, no straightening, no blonde hair. Listen, I opened up a revolutionary academy. The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We trying to change the consciousness of African children. How the hell I'm gonna be the lead of a Pan-African institution and my wife got a blonde weave in her damn head? What does that say about me?
Okay, so right here, I'm gonna be honest with you. When he's talking about his black queen and what he's looking for, I'm here for it. I'm with him, because there's oftentimes we have all these men that are very woke. They're so very much so pro-black, and they always, and it's no shade against the Latin, the Asians, the white, Hispanics, or whatever, but they always tend to have a white wife at home, but they're the wokest people on the planet. So at least he's practicing what he preaches, all right? I want a wife. She's got to have nappy hair, no blonde hair. She can't be white. She got to be black. I'm here for it, because now it lets me receive your message a lot more, because there's a lot of these men out here that are so, a lot of these niggas, okay, they are so woke. I mean, they're more woke than Jesus, okay? But wife is whiter than snow, crystal clearer than crystal light. Okay? So you just never know. Are we good? Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm getting that YouTube is like trying to stream. Text me if you guys see the stream acting up. Let's see. Just want to make sure we good. All right, I just want to make sure we good, y'all. Because we start talking about that kind of stuff, they just start kicking us out. But anyway, 1 second. I just want to make sure we're good. All right, cool. We in that thing. All right. All right, so boom. So, you know, I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that. You know, and I appreciate that, and I can respect that. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I don't know how many queens he'll have, because damn near every black woman wear a blonde hair piece. Every black woman got a blonde piece. Hell, I'm not a black woman, but I'll do a blonde piece. You know what I mean? It's no shade. Like, I like me a blonde piece of hair.
Show me who you love, and I'll tell you who you are. And then, most importantly, I'm going to look at her track record of activism in the black community, because a lot of sisters who are conscious don't do anything in the community. A lot of brothers who are conscious don't do anything in the community. That's why when people say we woke, everybody woke, woke means nothing, Charlemagne. Woke only means you're conscious. But what are you doing? How are you making Black America better? Are you building any institutions? Are you tackling any problems? Or are you just sitting on YouTube making videos, which is what 98% of the conscious community does?
That's real.
You know, and I'm not here for the shading of the YouTubers. You know, it's a lot of people shading us YouTubers. But, you know, the conscious community, a lot of them are frauds. And I can't really get into a lot of consciousness because they, you know, a lot of them are frauds. But let's let them keep talking. Let's fast forward through the next one. Because this one I want to get to. This is the other tea.
Pride having Negroes, get your snow bunny slippers. From the
Not the snow bunny slippers.
Question, Dr. Umar. Are you totally against interracial relationships?
I am totally against it, and I want to make sure you understand why. It's not because... Cut it out, Envy. Cut it out, Envy.
Don't do that, Envy. I'm having a serious conversation.
We have a name for it. We have a name for it. The snow bunny crisis.
Okay.
I'm against the snow bunny crisis. And I want...
Let me tell you something. The snow bunny crisis is alive and well here in California. Let me tell you, it's nothing but it's a snow bunny crisis, and it's a girl. I was going to say something else, but I don't want to sound if it ain't snowing, it's hot like a chili pepper, baby. Okay, it's the salsa de merengue. Or it's snowing like the Caucasus Mountains. You know what I mean? It's no blacks allowed, okay? It's either tomatoes and tamales or snowing like Christmas, okay? That's what it's giving out here.
Your white listeners to understand. Because people be trying to say stuff like, he's the Black Hitler. I'm not the Black Hitler. I am in no way interested in hurting or harming the life of any human, white, Asian, Chinese. I believe in respecting everybody. The reason I'm against interracial marriage, Envy and Charlemagne, is because marriage is an economic contract. It's an economic contract. Most women do not marry down in status. They marry up. And if you don't believe me, show me a rich white woman married to a broke-ass black man. Have you ever seen a rich white woman marry a broke-ass black man? No, you have not, and you never will.
Well, no, actually, no. I definitely have not. Well, you know what? Actually, yes, I have. She was the heiress of Top Man or Top Shop. The what was his name? Jeremy Meeks. Okay, he was the hot felon. He got the white woman and had a baby, and now he's rich. He was a felon. That white woman took him. I got you there, doctor. That white snowflake bunny took that green-eyed Negro away from his other white wife. Okay? And her 3 kids, or whatever kids he had. And he became a celebrity. So that white woman took him.
Because marriage ain't about love, it's not colorblind, and it is totally economic. So if marriage is an economic unification and a contract.
And I know Kris Jenner is banging a few dirty... Let me stop.
How can we, who don't have enough already, give so much to the white woman and to white people who have already taken too much when we got all these black women out here who will never get married? Only 1 out of every 4 black women in America will ever taste marriage.
Well, these black women ain't getting married because they ain't sucking no dick. Okay? Black women telling you that they only sucking dick on Thanksgiving, Easter, and Halloween or whatever special holidays. Black women always gonna tell you what they ain't finna do and what you gon' do and what they gonna let you know and which one you ain't got. Okay, black women will let you know this ain't the one. I don't know what you think this was, but I'm not the one. This ain't you got the right one. You know, everybody can't take all that. You know what I mean? Like as a man, like we've grown up with mamas that give that, so we don't want. You know, I mean, hell, even in our relationship, you don't want. Men don't probably want that. They be feeling like you they mama. Don't get me going. I'm just kidding, girl. I don't date women. But you get what I'm saying. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe the white women don't give that. Maybe black women just they're too much. They too busy telling you what they ain't finna do and what you don't know and what this ain't is. You know what I mean? Maybe if they was telling you, yes, you know what? You know, I will go here and do that. I mean, that's what everyone has always told me. When I talk to my friends, my brothers, my cousins, all of the ones that have snowflakes or Hispanic women, you know, They usually say that black women are too hard to deal with and they have a lot of attitude. You know what I mean? And honestly, not so many are dating the white girls. What they're doing now, the new black is brown. And when I mean brown, it's kind of like Hispanic, Mexican, preferably in California. You know, the black and brown thing has gotten so close that now it's okay if you don't date black. And it's okay if you don't date white as long as she's brown. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like this whole black and brown movement. So the Mexican gives you both. It gives you the kind of the tanness that you need, but it gives you like the culture of not really being black. You know what I mean? And not being reminded of, the ghetto, I guess, if you will. I don't know. But, the Mexicans is in the ghettos, too. So I don't know how that doesn't remind you. But you know what I mean? So, you get the different kind of hair and you get the lighter skin. You know how that goes. So, a lot of the men, they go for the Latino, the Hispanic woman, the Mexican. Now, what's really, really interesting, though, is just like, the white family and then like the kind of the Mexican, like the parents and the grandparents, they don't be feeling that. You know what I mean? And they will let you know. And it's always so interesting when everybody gets together. But, because it's like, people are having these conversations. You know what I mean? But yeah, so anyway, that was just my thought on that. But let's keep it going.
And half of them who taste marriage will be divorced within 5 years. If you want to save the black family, you have to protect it. And in order to protect it, you have to be against interracial marriage. You can't say, I love the black family, but I don't have a problem with interracial marriage.
Child, none of my uncles got a black wife. I think all my uncles got a white girlfriend, a white wife, or Hispanic, or which one was really hot during the time? Korean. The Korean woman. I think one of my uncles got a Korean.
Interracial marriage is eliminating the black family because it is not providing our women with enough available and able black men to be their husbands.
So it's not just white. It's not just white women. You just feel white women, Asian,
everybody. Nobody should be marrying out the race because this political concept. I want to go to President Biden.
Okay, so I do understand what he's saying. Like all jokes aside, I understand what he's saying. No shade. I do understand what he's saying when he's saying like the black family is being eliminated. You know what I mean? Because it's just like it's this melting pot. Like even especially here in California, honestly, you do not see a lot of black families together. And it's just this blending of you just don't see it. Like, and it almost feels like black people just feel like, I don't even want to be with other black people. There's not even enough spaces here for us to even congregate together. So we end up having to congregate, amongst different races and things like that. And then just creating our own family within that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and I think that narrative has been pushed so much on us to be accepting of other cultures and colors and mixtures to where, most people, they just rather date outside their race now, and especially black people. Black people love to date outside their race because they just, I feel like black, straight, gay, whatever, man or women, there is a level of self-hatred that we have for one another because it's like we're always finding ways to look outside of our race to see better. You know what I mean? Instead of seeing the good and the greatness within ourselves and within our community. And unfortunately, it'll probably never change. So let's get into this.
President Biden, your first day of office, you signed an executive order to protect the life and safety of transgenders. I have no problem with that. But you did it on your first day.
I have a problem with that. And I'm going to tell you why I have a problem with that, but let's keep it pushing.
But he sat up here with you, Charlemagne, and told black people that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. So
that's ignorant. Transgenders can be black. See, this is where they lose me. Transgenders, that was not a great example for me. Because again, that pushes that narrative that members of LGBT or that are gay are not black or white. Like that is not a race. That's not a color. Transgender is not black. Transgender is not Asian. Transgender is not white. I hate when people do that. I don't like that because it almost pits transgenders against black people when we have black trans people. You know, and this pushes that narrative that, oh, well, you gay people get this. What about black people? Well, nigga, gay people are black. Gay people are trans. Trans people are black. That's ignorant. So I'm not with him on that.
So if you went out of your way begging black people to vote for you, why haven't we got an executive order or any other activity coming out of the Oval Office from President Biden to protect black people from police?
I agree.
Look what he's doing with the anti-Asian hate. President Joe Biden signed an executive order that is exclusive to Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. I don't have a problem with that. But if you can protect the Asian American and Pacific Islander from violence, why can't you do the same thing for black people? They've been dealing with violence for 1 year as a result of COVID. That's what it's called, the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Bill, to protect Asians as a result of discriminatory treatment that they've been dealing with for how long? 1 year. Black people have been catching hell for 400 years, and we have yet to get an executive order from Joe Biden to protect us from the police.
And I see people saying, oh, well, he was saying that they made a bill for trans people, you know, but still, to say trans people and then say, but black people, it still can be really misinterpreted, because it sounds like you're trying to say, like, outline trans, like, okay, I get what people are saying, like, I get what he's saying, like, you know, the trans community, they've got their protection, but acknowledge the fact that there's black people within the trans community. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, to me, I don't think it was necessary, no matter how you try to cut it, how you try to spit it. Now, let me go back here.
Why can't you do the same thing for black people? They've been dealing with violence for 1 year as a result of COVID. That's what it's called, the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Bill, to protect Asians as a result of discriminatory treatment that they've been dealing with for how long? 1 year. Black people have been catching hell for 400 years, and we have yet to get an executive order from Joe Biden to protect us from the police. So can I ask you a question? If the Senate was able to pass the anti-Asian hate crimes bill, Charlemagne and Envy, 96-1 with almost no opposition, why is it that the Emmett Till lynching bill still has not been approved? Why is it that there have been over 200 different anti-lynching bills introduced in the U.S. Congress? 200! And not one of them has been approved by the U.S. Congress yet. But the first ever Asian bill goes through on the first try. Look at the racism. Look at the discrimination. Look at the bias. Look at the inequity there. And why are they catering to the Asians? You know why? Because the amount of white people in this country is shrinking.
That's right.
And whenever the amount of white people in America shrinks, America looks to find other white groups or other minority groups that they can build an alliance with to protect their power and their interests. Who better than the Asians? They're just as conservative politically as many middle-class white Americans. They are just as economically comfortable as many middle-class white Americans. They don't like black people just as much as many middle-class white Americans.
Now, I can agree with all of this. Now I'm back. I agree with all of this, especially when it comes to the Chinese.
Not to mention that this can go a long way towards building relationships with Asian countries on the continent of Asia that America can't afford to build an alliance with Russia. Let us be clear about something. The continent of Asia is a big problem for the U.S. government. You got 3 power nations on that continent. You got Russia, that America can't stand. You got China, that America can't control. And you got India, which is one of the fastest growing populations, and it is quickly becoming the IT giant of the world. Kamala Harris is not the vice president by accident. Kamala Harris is the vice president on purpose because America needed to send the nation of India an olive branch to improve their relations because America can't afford for India to get tight with China or Russia. This is politics. And they're going to use the Asians, okay, as probationary whites. They're going to upgrade them to probationary white status to make sure that they stay on the side of the white man and not go on the side of the black man. This Asian agenda is a distraction from the issues that are affecting black people. How do you sign an executive order for the transgenders, executive orders for the Asians? He has signed nothing for black people. And mind you,
I get it. And I'm with him. I'm with you when you're right. Hey, listen, this Chinese agenda, Let me tell you, and they don't care. They're running havoc. I get it. Sign the order. Somebody said, I gotta say, I agree, Armon. The Asian and LGBT community specifically have new benefits and protection. What about us after 400 years? I get that. I understand that. But for me, it's kind of like a what about us? Like, I am like, I know, like, I just, the what about us sounds like that. It just feels like we're not considering some of the black trans people, you know what I mean? But I get it. Like, I get it. You're not, I get what he's saying. He's not saying like, he's saying like transgender people have their protection. But what about the overall covering of all black people, not just the trans black people? I get it. But it just feels like when you say things like that, it can come across like those trans people are not, they don't have a color. That's their color. You know, it can be interpreted that way. Perhaps that's not what he meant. He probably just meant that type of group of people have their protection, whether they're black, white, whatever. But the majority of the population of black people that are outside of a trans bubble, they're not being protected. I get it. I get it. I get it. So yeah, I'm with it. Now, but it was the Kamala Harris agenda for me. I didn't, that was interesting. But, you know, I'm not really the big political person, so but I'm with you when you write. So, all right, so that's him. Oh, and speaking of the Breakfast Club, so let's get into DJ Envy is being dragged right now. Oh, God, I just feel like, let's get all this out the way. Because, you know, I didn't even talk about this because I wasn't going to because I didn't want to deal with it. Because, child, I just was like, girl, DJ Envy is being dragged right now because he said that Micaiah, she should have, you know, I'll let you listen. We just going to see what he said because he is being dragged. He is trending on Twitter literally right now. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up for you as we speak. Hold on. Let me pull up what DJ Envy has said, because now he is being annihilated for his statements. Oh, shoot, that's not what we wanted to see. Not that one. Hold on. Not that one. Hold on, y'all. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Okay. All right, boom. Here we go. Let's get it started.
Stand on the fact that I think it was excessive, and I do not think that young girl should be dead today. Even if this is one that's legally justified, sadly, it doesn't mean it's right, because police have shown us over and over that when it comes to black people, the only way they deal with us is fatal force. It's just way too many examples of police officers, you know, being threatened, themselves being threatened, you know, with knives from white folks and not responding in that way. I've heard social workers say they've broken up knife fights. I refuse to believe that was the only way to handle that situation is by shooting her 4 times.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on this one. I mean, a cop got a call that said that, you know, these women were jumping somebody. They hop out the car and see a woman, you know, going at another woman with a knife. Yeah, maybe if they would have shot her in the foot, who's to say, or shot her in the leg, who's to say that she still couldn't stab the young girl?
So you don't think 4 times was excessive?
No. Wow. I honestly don't. And the reason I don't think that is because everybody sees one side. But now think about the other side. Think about that was your daughter about to get stabbed. You want them to
I think
dead.
We keep saying that. We
stop the person from doing it.
We keep saying that, but
that's the truth.
No, I'm a father. That's my daughter. I'm not a police officer who's there to protect and serve.
They are there
everyone.
to protect and serve.
So
everyone. They are there.
We keep saying that it's different when I'm a father and a daughter, and I still don't know if I would shoot a girl 4 times.
Yeah,
no, that's excessive.
You can use deadly force when somebody else is in harm, and in that situation, that girl was in harm.
Police officers use deadly force with us all the time.
That doesn't mean that doesn't make it right.
Even when nobody is in danger. That's how they approach us all the time. Fatal force cannot be the only option when it comes to dealing with black people. There's a million videos you can see of black people complying. Black people laying on the ground in handcuffs. Black people like in a situation like Michaela Bryant. They're like the Latino boy from last week in Chicago. It's fatal force every single time. There's got to be another way to deal with us.
You can say that a million and one times. You dead, but every case is different. And in this case, if I pull up to a scene and see a girl chasing another girl about to stab a girl, my job as a police officer is to make sure that girl does not get killed.
Absolutely.
And
But
the
you don't
law
gotta shoot her
allows
4
me.
times.
The law allows me to stop that killing or that stabbing by any means necessary. That's what that law allows me to do.
Once again.
And on both sides, if my daughter was about to get stabbed, I would want that person taken down, yes, shot, or anything by any means necessary. And that's what a cop's job's to do, to protect and to serve. And
they don't do that.
Now, we could talk about every case and talk about, well, what about this case? What about that case? But you can't, you got to talk case by case.
Well, let me ask you a question.
All those other cases might have been wrong, but in this case, that cop made a split decision to say, you know what, I'm saving this girl's life.
Do you really think that cop cared about that girl in the pink? Because if he cared about that girl in the pink, why would you shoot 4 times?
Every case.
Why didn't he look sad after it was over? Why did he say Blue Lives Matter after it was over? If he was such a good cop like you said, and he was just there to save lives, why was there no remorse?
We can move the goalpost on every time
I'm
we talk
not.
about
I'm just
the
asking a
story.
question.
We are. But now it's like, did he shoot right or shoot wrong? Okay, well,
No.
if he shot right, then how come he looked sad after? Well, how come after he didn't tie his shoes? Like, we can move the goalpost in every situation. But in that situation, that cop possibly saved that girl's life.
No, he did save her life. But once again, just because something is legally justified doesn't mean it's right. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't have intervened.
You just said he saved the girl's life.
What are you talking about?
You just said he possibly saved that girl's life.
Yo, absolutely. But once again, just because something is legally justified doesn't mean that it's right. Just because he could have intervened without killing that girl. I truly believe that. He could have intervened without killing that young lady. I mean, he could have intervened and protected that woman without killing that young lady. I watched the video of a white man getting stabbed in the neck.
See, we talking about
and he looked
a case.
No,
we're talking about another case.
Yo, it's common sense. A cop gets stabbed in the neck by a white.
Okay, I've heard enough. Okay, so here's what I think about the situation. Okay, do I think that she deserved to get shot 4 times? Is that excessive? Absolutely, that's excessive. Do I think that it was wrong for him to shoot her? Well, no. I think that she kind of got what was coming because she was charging that girl with a knife. Now, what people were saying is that girl was protecting herself because those girls were older and she was getting jumped. My issue is not even the cops, it's the parents. If you're going to be there watching the fight and you're going to be kicking one of the girls when they fall down, why would you allow your daughter to call the police and be fighting with a knife? Like, that was just ghetto on its own. So I blame the parents because the girl was only 16. Once she blacked out, she probably blacked out. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Unfortunately, you cannot call the cops and have weapons. And as a black person, we cannot call the cops or be in any situation with the law or police and expect them to do the right thing. All you need to, us as black people, we need to comply to everything that they've said, everything that they tell us to do. And even then, sometimes that isn't enough. However, it can help. You know what I mean? You don't call the cops and then be fighting with a knife because guess what? You give the cop an excuse to shoot you. They already don't care about black people. They're already willing to be afraid or in a dangerous situation so they can pull the trigger. So you don't give them any room or any opportunity to say, hey, I have just cause to do this. Just like the boy that was Dante running away, jumping in the car. You don't go and jump in the car. The police at any moment can say, well, I feel like I was being threatened. I feel like he was reaching for something. I meant to grab a taser, but I grabbed the pistol and I shot him. What are we going to say? Well, she wasn't supposed to grab the taser. She wasn't supposed to grab the pistol. A police's job is supposed to grab the taser. They're supposed to do the right thing. When are we going to realize that the police is never going to do the right thing when it comes to black people first? You know, they're not going to do the right thing when it comes to us. So I would never put my life in the police's hands or trust that the police is going to do things the right way or in the way that it will protect me. I would never do that. And I think that that's where a lot of us get mistaken. You give the police this much room, they're going to take it. And so I don't agree with Envy, though. I definitely don't agree with Envy saying that she should have been shot 4 times. Now, I think that they talked about this on, let's see, on the Breakfast Club today, too. So let me see if I can pull that up. But yeah, child, I hate talking about stuff like that because it's just so unfortunate. You know what I mean? Hold on. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, it was kind of her fault. It was kind of her fault. Like, the police will probably get away with that one. It's no shade.
Explain to me how a white man with an AK-47 can be taken without a police officer firing a bullet after he done murdered 6, 7, 8 people, but a 16-year-old girl with a butter knife cannot be apprehended without a bullet being shot. That is...
Hold on.
Explain to me how a white man with an AK-47 can be taken without a police officer firing a bullet after he done murdered 6, 7, 8 people, but a 16-year-old girl with a butter knife cannot be apprehended without a bullet being shot. That is nonsense. They killed her because they knew they would get away with it.
Now, I'm not gonna
Well,
lie,
I agree with that.
Because I don't agree with you on this.
Explain to me how a white man with an AK-47...
I do agree with you. Those people that walk around with them assault rifles and those white boys that they run around that don't get shot, they should get shot immediately. You come out with a gun, should lay your ass down, not even a question asked.
Yes.
But this situation, my only thing is this. When the police pulled up, now you're talking to somebody whose father's a retired cop, right?
Yes, sir.
When that cop pulled up, he doesn't know friend or foe. He doesn't know who called the police, right?
Okay.
He does not know. It wasn't like a sign that said, hey, I called the police.
Understood.
They got a call, hey, I'm getting jumped. Somebody has a weapon, right?
Okay.
Comes out that car. He puts his hand out. First thing he says is, you see that girl running towards the other girl with the knife up.
Okay.
Right? Police can use deadly weapon to two things, to defend himself and defend another person.
Okay.
He fired his firearm, stopping that girl from getting shot. Now, people could say 4 times, 5 times was a lot. That was a lot of shots. I do agree with you. Those people that walk around take that any which way you want, yes. But his whole thing was to disarm that girl. And at first, I was upset. Why the fuck they shooting that woman? But then I had to sit back and say, let's say that was my daughter sitting on the back of that car and somebody was coming at her aggressively with a knife. She wasn't defending herself. It wasn't like she was defending. She was coming aggressively for that other girl.
Well, she was defending herself, though, Envy. You can't do that.
Right,
I mean,
she had been jumped.
they jumped her before, and they came to her house.
But
That was her
was before.
property.
But at this point right here, I'm telling you what the cop seen. The cop didn't see the fight.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I feel about the situation. First of all, that was not a butter knife. That was a real, we know that wasn't a butter knife. Okay, see, that's where black people start. You try to downplay it like that was no real knife. She was out there fighting with a kitchen knife, with a steak knife. That was definitely a knife. Okay, she brought a knife. Okay, so and she was out there knocking hoes out and running them down and stabbing girls. It was ghetto. It was giving ghetto. Okay, but at the end of the day, I blame the parents. You had her; they were out there watching while she was fighting these girls with a knife. You know what I mean? And I do agree with Dr. Umar. They killed her because I felt like, he knew that he can get away with it. That was an opportunity. I agree, but again, we can go back and forth with that, but why give the police an opportunity? Because if you give them an opportunity, they're definitely going to take it. Period. I mean, that's how I feel about it. They're definitely going to take it. Definitely going to take it. So that's that on that. Let's move on. Okay, well, while we here being ratchet, let's talk about this because this is so stupid. Oh my God, Tyrese used to actually be really cute too, and he is just not that for me. Not at all. But child, Tyrese is over here shaving Punan on live. Like, do we care about this? I almost didn't go live today because I'm like, I don't care about this. This is the story of the day. Tyrese was online shaving his girlfriend's Punan. Mind you, he's supposed to be so in love with his ex-wife or wife or whatever. They're going through a split, but yet you're all on here shaving your girlfriend's punani. Hold on. That's like, I don't get it. What is that? What is that?
Beautiful.
No, it's beautiful. It's your man has. Whew.
Why would you do that? That is so
I know I'm supposed to
disgusting.
be shaving, but I'm thinking about something else.
Ugh. Like, why is this on?
Why are you sticking your tongue out?
I didn't even know I was doing that.
That is so awkward. Hold on. That is so awkward to me. That is like, what is that? I get sugar wax, guys. LOL, I love waxing, but I also have a man that loves to shave me. I don't get any razor bumps. My Uchi is okay, LOL. Thanks for wondering if it's okay. Okay, somebody says, okay, so allowing your partner to shave your intimate areas displays an immeasurable amount of trust. I just don't quite understand why it needed to be posted. But I mean, hey, also in a very real way, is Tyrese okay? Like, son seems to be crying out for help lately. Shaving your girlfriend's pube on IG is an all-time low for Tyrese. I'm not as concerned by Tyrese wanting to shave her. It's the fact that she decided to record it all, then post it to her story. Why are you showing us this, ma'am? Y'all, my insomnia did not prepare me for the things I just saw Tyrese do with his girlfriend. Nah, Tyrese really shaved his girlfriend's Uchi on Instagram and hosted an Oscar viewing party in the same night and didn't even have the decency to change his shirt. Nasty with that one. A menace to society.
Bro, what you on?
Not he didn't have the decency to change his shirt. Tyrese, I know you lying, okay? You dirty scoundrel. Oh God. Well, speaking of, look at Tyrese. Is he going to be in? I think he's going to be in the final Fast and the Furious, which would be good. Tyrese used to be so handsome, you know what I mean? But now he's just taking all these kind of L's, and I just think that Tyrese is just not what it used to be anymore. You know what I mean? And I'm just kind of over Tyrese. You know, does he sing anymore? Does he make any more music? Like, what's going on with Tyrese? Either way, Tyrese, go with God, okay? Speaking of disgusting, Lizzo. She's online asking people to caption this. Okay? And tomorrow she'll be talking about protect black women, and she's on her weight loss spiritual journey to lose 40 pounds. I'm so tired of Lizzo. I mean, it's not even sexy. It's not even proportioned right. It's just attention seeking. And my issue with Lizzo is the fact that Lizzo doesn't have another hit. She can't find a record, so now let's just do stuff. She's not happy. Remember, Lizzo's the same one that'll be doing all this, and then 3 months later will tell you that she had been battling extreme depression, anxiety, and almost was ready to kill herself. Don't be fooled. Never forget. These are the signs of a woman that's morbidly obese, suicidal, frantic, no career left, and ready to kill herself. Do not let Instagram fool you into believing that this is happiness. This is not happy. This is a cry for help. This is a warning that shit is getting ready to hit the fan, because it's definitely hitting water. And the only way up from here is up, and it's definitely gonna get stuck. If that thing go up, it's gonna get stuck, okay? Okay, now Lizzo probably, now no shade, all those men look real skinny. You know, no shade, you know, skinny men love a big BBW. You know, or is it a BBL or a BB? Anyway, I can see Lizzo getting about a big train ran on her, probably servicing all 18 of those big black nasty. You know what I mean? She's into it. You know what I mean? You know, but you know, skinny men love big fat women. It's no shade. The bigger you are, the skinnier you are, they love it. Like big women, like don't let them fool you. They can pull niggas. Skinny women get big women get some of the cutest niggas because skinny men love fat women. They do. So I don't understand why she's needing to flaunt like this. I'm sure she's got money, she's got fame, she's got success, she's got weight. She can get a nigga. Now this was unnecessary. You know what I mean? This looks like she's finna, jump off of a cliff, and she's just contemplating what day and time. Honestly. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Speaking of a Kiki, okay, let's get to Kevin. Do we want to go Kevin Samuels, or do we want to go? Let's go Faith Evans. Oh. Oh. So Faith Evans did a virtual concert for DMX, okay? And she performed. I don't really know what song. Honestly, I didn't watch the DMX thing. I didn't really get into that. I just didn't want to be sad. I don't really like death. I don't really get into that too much. So I didn't watch it, but I seen it trending all over social media. I usually like Faith Evans. So here's what happened. Hold on. She sounds so good in the beginning to me. Honestly, she did. Hey.
Jesus is the answer.
Hey.
He breaks every fetter.
Hey.
I know nothing impossible, nothing imbalance, nothing too hard for my God to work out.
Okay.
No matter what the problem, God can always solve them.
Hey. Okay. Okay. Okay, now she's losing it. Okay, now. Yeah, Faith Evans sound like she smoked 1,000 Newport Longs in a box right before she went up there, okay? And then did about 40 lines of coke and drank a whole thing of Henny, okay? I mean, fried her vocal cords and said, let me go out here and do this for DMX. Oh, ha. You know what that give me? Give me, oh, it is made for punks. That's what that gave me in the beginning. Y'all not going to tell me that didn't get, oh, season. Child, don't get me started on my song. Oh, season is made for punks. Okay? Don't get me started, because I'm in the Kiki mood. Oh, stop. Stop. Ooh. Oh. See, this are made for pie. Don't play, okay? Seriously. Please don't get me going, because I'm this close to doing my song. Okay? Anyway. It's the beginning for me right here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that gave me seeds. Oh, yeah. Okay. If you know, then you know. Oh, cease and desist, I'm made for fun. Hey, y'all better stop playing with me. Oh my God. Y'all are so stupid. Okay. That's the key. But, Faith, that was a mess. That was a mess, Faith. They said, I got 2 wigs up here, but I can't because if I go put on the church wig, I'm definitely gonna do my solo, and I'm not gonna do that right now. You're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. This is not about that right now. I'm not doing that. But I will say, Faith Evans, you look beautiful here. Sounded a mess here. I don't know what frog, what Stevie J, what vaccine you done got, because you kind of sounded like me. You might have to go get some throw baby. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But that wasn't it, Faith. And it sounded so good in the beginning. You know what I mean? However, everybody everybody has an off day from time to time. So, I still love Faith. You love Faith. And, we'll let her recharge. But you got to stop smoking, stop drinking, stop eating, stop snorting, allegedly, or whatever. Whatever that is that's frying the vocal cord, you got to rest up at least 42 weeks before you decide to do a concert. Okay? We don't need you fried up like that. I mean, it was a lot of movement, but it was very flat coming out, but I could hear, you know what I mean? Like, she's going through what kind of Whitney went through and kind of what Mariah went through. You kind of where you have the voice and then it just kind of goes away. But anyway, we love you, Faye. Okay. Oh. How we get her out of here? Oh, child, let's get. Let me go here. Let me get this out the way.
I don't know.
So we had talked about this on the boys chat the other day. If you guys are not subscribed to the boys chat, make sure you guys do so. We had talked about this on the boys chat the other day. So basically, the two the trans girls and the Butch Queen, they was getting into it with each other, and one of the trans was like, "You're a gay man," and then the Butch Queen said, "Well, baby, you're a man. Don't try me." And then everybody was saying that the gay boy was transphobic because of what he was saying, and I totally disagree. So let's watch this, and then we'll talk.
Taking no vote, bitch. Because if we are voting, I'm still gonna win.
You give me the hand and all that, but you hear me. I'm not talking this is a woman to woman. You stay out of this. You are a gay man. It's between a woman and a woman.
I'm not a gay man.
You are.
I didn't classify you.
You are.
And you are a
so
man.
you're not a gay man?
You're a man.
That's fine. But what you say about me doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay, so right here, it's really not so much about them than it is about the conversation. I would have called her a man too, because the undertone of what she was given was very much so, you're a gay man, ew, and I'm a real woman. The same thing that real women would have done to her had she been in a conversation with them. Like, if there were two cisgender women going back and forth and the trans woman was there getting involved, the cisgender woman would have probably told her, "You're a man. We're real women. Like, we're women. You're a gay man." So she knew exactly what she was doing, because Real Fish has done that to her before. You know what I mean? So a lot of people were saying, well, that was transphobic. Absolutely not. You don't get to be trans. You don't get to be trans. And because you're trans, you can say whatever you want to say. And then all of a sudden, it's transphobic. I'm not here for that. I feel like the trans are a very protected group, whether you want to admit it or not. I feel like the black women group is very protected. I feel like the non-binary group is very protected. I feel like there's many protected groups out here. But when it just comes down to I'm not saying normal as if other people are not normal, but I'm just saying just standard average gay males. we don't have any protection. We just have to just accept whatever we always have to protect and feel bad and step on eggshells and watch our words and be delicate on how we refrain things because everybody else has been so oppressed and they have it so much worse than we do, but yet everybody can say whatever they want to say to us. But when we respond, it's you hate trans, you hate the non-binary, you hate black women, you hate women. It's just like, no, you come for me, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? And so at some point, we need to realize that we are all a minority of some sort. And there is no hierarchy in, this is not an oppression Olympics. There's no hierarchy in being a minority. We all have our struggles. We all should be respected and protected. You know what I mean? And as far as being a gay man, I feel like the only time gay men that are just kind of regular, average, run-of-the-mill gay men, the only time you're going to really get some protection is if you're trans. I mean, not if you're trans, excuse me, is if you slightly handicapped or HIV positive. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want to have to become transgender, a drag queen, HIV positive, non-binary in order for a person to give a damn about my feelings. Does that make sense? And it feels like the only time people really care about, gay men is like, okay, well, child, let me stop. Because I don't want to relate, you know what I mean? But it's just like, girl, it's like no one really cares. It just always feels like you can't say anything. Everybody can say something to you, but you can't respond. And then when you do, you're having some sort of phobic. You're some sort of phobia. It's a fat phobia. It's a HIV phobia. It's a this phobia. It's a don't play with me. If you fat, don't try to read because you're gonna get called fat. Listen. If you trans, don't start coming over here telling me I'm a man and I'm this, that, and the third, and you don't, because liable, you might get called whatever. Okay? If you got HIV or whatever, don't come over here trying to tell me that I'm dirty and I'm sick and I got this and that, because then you might catch a health read, and then you can't go crying talking about what that was low. Don't come play with me. That's all I'm saying. Don't get in. That's why I like Roland Ray. Roland Ray already understand. You feel me? She knows she can't walk, but she don't get offended when they wear her out, cause she reads too. You can't. Don't open your mouth if you can't handle what comes back. Don't do it. Cause I'm for damn sure not gonna feel bad about whatever you got going on. Now all of a sudden he couldn't call her a man. I would have damn sure said yes. What are we doing? Because I'm just as much of a man as you are. Now what? Huh? Hello? Hi? I'd have gave that. I'd have gave just that same thing. Because the thing is, you could already tell from the energy. Like I said, the boy that was in the clip, he was already a feminine boy. He had a purse. So they already looking at him like, oh, girl, you trying to be one of the girls. You're not a girl. We're a real girl. You stay out of it. The same thing that Fish will give to one of the, to a trans or a drag or a gay boy. Fish gives that. A lot of transgender people do not identify as LGBT or gay, which I don't understand why they're even included in the LGBTQ thing, because they identify as straight, and many of them take the straight ideologies. They do. So I don't even understand. A lot of them don't want to be grouped in with LGBTQ because they don't feel like that's their life, which is totally understandable and rightfully so. So that's how I knew what angle she was coming from when she was like, you're a gay man. That was meant to be a dig. Anyway, I don't feel like it was transphobic what he said. I feel like he met her where she was at. And it was what it is. And she was a good sport about it. She understood it. A lot of the viewers didn't understand it. But a lot of times I feel like a lot of us gay boys, we always feel like we got to try to protect this one and protect that one. No, it's okay to be like, well, she started it. But we've been so taught that, protect the woman, protect the trans woman, everything no matter what they do or say to us, they're always right. No. They're not always right. Just because you're a divine feminine energy does not mean that you get to curse me out, put your hands on me, talk to me reckless, and when I respond, I'm the bad guy. Same thing goes for cis heterosexual women. Don't come walk up on me, putting your hands on me, and then if I pop you back, then all of a sudden I'm a man that hit a woman. Don't touch me. That's it. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's a conversation for another day. But we have to just get into some things. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay. What we getting into next? Okay. Let's get into this because this is the key to me. Kevin Samuels. Did y'all see what he had said? And now this is really, really short. Oh my God. This is really short, but it's just such a key. Look what Kevin Samuels did, child. This is like my uncle or something. Look why he do this to this girl.
Hi.
Hi. I'm I don't know what your topic is tonight, but I guess.
How old are you?
Guess.
Don't play with me. Guess these nuts. Oh. Hi.
Hi. I don't know what your topic is tonight, but I just.
One more time.
How old are you? How old are you?
Guess.
Don't play with me. Guess these nuts.
Listen, Kevin Samuels, I thoroughly enjoy Kevin Samuels. I have no problems with him. He's doing this thing like he is literally. This man has like shifted the culture and become like a phenomenon. And I've just kind of been watching like it's come up, and he does this thing whether you agree with him or like him or not. Kevin Samuels is probably probably the hottest thing on the internet right now. And he's doing his thing, so I'm thoroughly entertained by Kevin Samuels. So Tommy Sotomayor feels away because Tommy Sotomayor feels like Kevin Samuels has been taking all of his stuff and stealing from him. So Tommy Sotomayor has been going on 6 and 10 hour, 8 hour rants dragging Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels hasn't seemed to respond. So it'll be really, really interesting going forward to see what's going on with those two. But I just wanted to add that little kiki in there for y'all. You guys know Tommy Sotomayor. The difference between Tommy Sotomayor and Kevin Samuels, Tommy Sotomayor comes out with a nasty, like, black women are like, I just feel like he does it with a nasty, he calls them B's and H's and dirty, nasty things. Kevin Samuels, he's a little bit more, chill with his, and it seems like he's a little bit more fact-based. Tommy Sotomayor comes from a place of, like, cooning. So it is what it is. Now, who else is next? Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this. Yes. Let's talk about Saweetie. So y'all remember the fight that Saweetie and Quavo had in the elevator, and they had the PlayStation console with the Call of Duty bag. Well, it turned out secretly it might have been Saweetie's because she landed a Call of Duty deal. She landed a whole Call of Duty deal. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. She's in their whole promo. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Look.
Slap. Long time no see, my brother. Long time. Yeah. bro. Come on, let's run it back.
I'm trying to find her, but I don't want to play too long because you know they done took my channel for this. This is video games. You know the video games ain't no joke. But anyway, she's in this. I don't know if we'll get a chance to see her because I'm not gonna wait that long. There she goes. But yeah, she's in the game. Well, she's in the promo. So she got the Call of Duty deal. So perhaps, you know, why? But maybe Quavo was trying to take that from her. Maybe he was like, girl, give me this. And she like, nigga, that's mine. You know, you finna give me back my stuff. This is mine, bro. But anyway, Saweetie has also realized that she has a lot of work to do. So she is going through artist development right now because of that terrible performance that she did at the Triller. She has revealed that she will be doing artist development.
I still got work. I still got interviews. I'm actually in a boot camp right now, artist development. So
wait. Word. Are you boot camping? Like, are you in the boot camp? Or are you boot camping other people? How's this work?
No, I'm in the boot camp. They working me.
Word. Okay. Artists never talk about this, so let's go into this because now I'm interested. What takes place in this artist development boot camp? What happens?
Well, for me, I'm gonna focus on what I struggle with. I struggle with breathing control. I'm gonna work on my dance move, my details, all that good stuff. My just body, my stamina, my everything.
Oh, you yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Now you know, like I knew what I wanted to talk about, but now I'm kind of like, damn. Okay.
So, are we going to talk about any rapping? Are we going to develop a rap skill or a style? Are we going to develop any bars? But, you know, but she's beautiful. But, you know, I get it, Saweetie, you know, but this is what I was trying to tell you guys a while back. I was posting on my Instagram. She's marketable. She can be sold. She's willing to learn. She's willing to go through the courses, take the classes, go through the development. She gets the deals. She can sell. So she'll always win. She'll always catch a bag. Saweetie, we'll look up and then we'll be somehow Saweetie will be next to Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know if her songs, she don't got no songs to stick like that. But I think Saweetie will be like the Sierra of rap. A lot of people don't like that comparison, but Saweetie is like the Sierra to me. She is kind of like, you know how Sierra is talent. She got some cute song that you like, and she's got a good personality. She can wear anything. She's beautiful. She's a good socialite. Songs are cute, but she never really kind of really got like the big stages. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Sierra was never like a Rihanna, Beyonce. You know what I mean? Sierra was always cute for Sierra. Saweetie will always be cute for Saweetie. So yeah, that's her. Child, y'all got me talking today. Thank you, Cheryl Hutchinson, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Okay, so you know I usually don't talk about her, but I guess we'll talk about her now. It's just so funny because I know this guy. The one that did the interview.
I didn't know that you were taken. I was going to ask you if you might be interested.
Fun fact, this guy that she doesn't like, this is Dr. Miami's publicist. This is the guy that got me the interview with Dr. Miami. So I've met him, you know, and I've talked to him. It's a kiki. So anyway, Claudia Jordan says that Kanye West tried to hook up with her while with Kim. Okay, so let's listen to what Claudia said on here on the interview with Dom Nettie. Child, I done met this man. I don't even really know how to say his damn name. But go ahead.
I was going to ask you if you might be interested in Kanye West.
No, Kanye already. So no, thank you. He tried years ago. Me and Nikki Chu were in the club. They shut the door, and I told you that whole story.
Are you saying that Kanye tried to hook up with you?
I've met him before, and you know what? I hung out with Kim as well, and girl code. I couldn't do it. Let's just say that.
I didn't know that you were taken. I was going to ask you if you might be interested in Kanye West.
Okay, so to me, I don't know what that sounded like to you, but to me, that sounded like Kanye West tried to talk to her. So she feels some type of way, and she responds and says, this is what she says: "I'd really appreciate it. Y'all stop lying on me for clicks. I never said that ish. No more interviews with unknowns." They love to try that. Unknowns. Trying to make a name for themselves with clickbait. It's like, girl, I don't like that, because it's like, girl, if you didn't have, if Fox Soul wasn't freaking paying promo deals with some of these blogs, girl, we wouldn't know who you are, because it's not like Claudia Jordan really just be shaking the room like that. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, girl, I don't like when people be trying to play the people trying to come up like they just so fab. Like, girl, Claudia, girl, please. Like, it's no tea. Like, girl, I don't even like talking about it, because I feel like she lives for these moments. And I don't have a problem with her, but I get triggered when they be trying to downplay the people trying to come up, because it's like, girl, let's be very clear. You didn't cut it on the Housewives. You had to find something else to stay relevant. So you landed Fox Soul. Like, don't play. Everybody's trying to come up, you know? Anyway, for the last time, Kanye never tried to get with me, hit on me, or flirt with me while married to Kim. Fake news. To Kim, Kanye, and your families, I'm sorry this ever happened. I never wanted to cause any of you and harm or stress. I'm furious about this whole mess and taking a break from my own sanity. If I ever do any interviews again, don't ask me ish about anybody else but me, my career and projects I'm working on, period. Girl, my whole thing is, you said it. She said it. Like, ugh. Y'all gonna make me not like Claudia Jordan. And I'm trying to be cool, because, you know, I like the people over at Fox Soul. But I'm like, girl, you gave this. You responded. You the one, you said it out of your own mouth. Do we have to go back and hear what she said?
I didn't know that you were taken. I was going to ask you if you might be interested in Kanye West.
No, Kanye already, so no thank you. He tried years ago. Me and Nikki Chu were in the club. They shut the door, and I told you that whole story.
Are you saying that Kanye tried to hook up with you?
I've met him before, and you know what? I hung out with Kim as well, and girl code. I couldn't do it. Let's just say that.
I didn't know that
Child, she insinuated that. And let's be clear, I think she likes attention. She gets posted on the blogs at least once a week, twice a week. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, well, this is her moment. And now she's trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm not doing any more. Honestly, I don't talk about Claudia Jordan. It's no shade, but I could care less if she does any interviews. I was triggered when she was trying to say unknown to this, that. Like, these girls be getting to these positions and they like to try to throw shade like they're just the hottest things out. It's like, girl, we could miss you or we can catch you. It's not really hitting and it's not really up and stuck like that. Not for Claudia Jordan. Not for me. It's not giving Wendy Williams. Definitely not. It's not giving the view. It's not giving. It's not giving. I don't watch any of her shows. None of them. I don't watch any of them. It's not really given. But it's no shade. But I'm just like, girl. Anyway, because I don't want it to look like I'm dragging her, but I'm just like, girl, I don't like that. Because we are working. Girl, you said what you said, and you insinuated what you insinuate, and then when it got twisted and turned, you gonna blame everybody else. Girl, you should have just not answered. Or said next question, or just said no, and left it at that. Like, where they do that at? Anyway, I'm just irritated that I even did that, because I knew I was going to end up having to drag her. Where we going next? What we doing? Let me hit you here, because we didn't talk about this. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is on hiatus, as she should be. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion says, I'll be back when it's time. Loading. Megan Thee Stallion is recharging due to demands of her hot girl lifestyle. Megan Thee Stallion has now entered the period of regeneration to prepare for what's next. In her absence, management will manage all social posting on behalf of the hot girl coach. Hotties lead a brave resistance and anticipation for the return of the fearless captain. Megan Thee Stallion is in hibernation right now, recharging as she should. Megan Thee Stallion is performing at about 5. Let's go down it. Let's go see where she's performing at. Megan Thee Stallion is performing at like 5 or 6 music festivals this year. Megan Thee Stallion, it's going to be a very loaded summer. Everybody is getting geared up. Everybody's getting ready to go. The girls are going to be at Rolling Loud. I'll be at Rolling Loud. I'm hyped in a bit. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see Megan Thee Stallion. It's going to be a hot boy, hot girl, city boy, city girl. You know what I mean? Summer. Barty Gang summer. Barb summer. All that. It's out. We out here. Everybody's going to be outside, so the girls need to get ready. Megan Thee Stallion is going to be very booked and busy. She's going to be turned up, and I'm here for it, and I think she does need to sit down, get ready, practice, rehearse, get her life together. She's got a lot going on. She's got a lot of shows, a lot of festivals. She's going to be that girl of the summer, and when she pops out, it's going to be major, and I'm here for it. So, as she should. Okay. Now, can we get to... Now, who's watching... Now, this is what I've been wanting to talk about, yeah. Who is watching Joseline Cabaret? Now, let me tell you something. Joseline Cabaret is ghetto trash. Trash TV. Let me tell you something. It's some of the most ratchet, ghetto, trash TV. But I live for it. It is everything. Joseline Hernandez is single-handedly keeping the Zeus Network alive. I mean, she's completely watched Black China. Now, this season 2 episode is everything. I can't show you a lot of clips because it's the nudity for me. It's the cursing for me. But I woke up today and Joseline Hernandez was trending because she had the girls doing a stripper dance on the pole, and the girl that committed the double homicide and had the twins. So she had the abortion with her twins. She went and was trying to dance on Joseline, right? And Joseline gonna say, this hoe done had a double homicide, and I don't know what kind of blood clot gonna fall out. And everybody was kind of like, well, girl, didn't you have an abortion too? Now, but we all know that Joseline is ignorant. Joseline Hernandez that girl also said she wanted to kill herself. And this is what Joseline's response was. Where is the video of Joseline, bro? Where is the video? Let me get the video of Joseline out. Please get the video of Joseline Hernandez, bro. Please get the video of Joseline. Is this
I'm taking no vote, bitch. Because if we are voting, I'm still...
No, where is the video of Joseline? Hold on, let me get this video of Joseline because y'all not gonna really understand the Kiki. Where's she at? Hold on, I just downloaded this video too. Hold on, oh, here she go. Please let me get this video of Joseline.
Do you want to kill yourself because you kill your 2 twins?
Ah.
You kill your 2 twins? Or do you want to kill yourself because that nigga that got you pregnant?
So this is so the girl goes to Joseline and lets her know that, you know, the one with that committed the double homicide tells Joseline that she wants to kill herself. And this is Joseline's response. Hold on.
Because you kill your 2 twins? Or do you want to kill yourself because that nigga that got you pregnant don't want your ass? Do you want to...
Girl, no.
Because you kill your 2 twins? Or do you want to kill yourself because that nigga that got you pregnant don't want your ass? Do you want to...
Well, at least they not $2 hoes this time. You know what I mean? Because last season they were $2 whores. This time they just ghetto. Okay, so then they got Blueface Barbie. Blueface Hunted, whatever her name. She a white girl. She got big horse teeth. I like her though. I actually think the show is necessary for her. They got her. Then they got oh my God, Lucky beat her up. So they fighting for show on here. Let me give you some of the tea. I'm gonna just give you a quick trailer of really what's going on. I'm gonna give y'all a wrap up bit of just the tea.
Let me up! Let me up! What's up?
Bobby, no throwing.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Look at you.
What's up? Bitch, you don't scare me. I ain't trying to scare you. I'm trying to beat you.
Y'all have been cool long enough. Now I'm ready to beat bitches up.
Last night was crazy.
Ford was here. It was like a battlefield. I couldn't believe it. Barbie was like, I'm the bottom bitch. I haven't even given anybody that title.
Oh, but I know there's no apology on your side.
I get money. I'm not about to be fighting like we're project hoes.
Period.
Period.
I want you to be the bottom bitch. I want Lucky to go next because I know this new bottom bitch is gonna handle her business.
You ain't never been a bottom bitch in your life.
Barbie, let's do what we gotta do today.
Let's do it
right now. This is very important. That's what I choose.
Let me tell you something, and they really be on there squabbing, and I'm here for it, okay? And Jocelyn Hernandez is the fool, because she'll go talk to them, and like, I love you, these girls are so sweet, and then read them in the confessional, talk about how broke they are, how nasty they are, and how they just ain't shit but trashy hoes and that can't fight. My thing is, she really thinks she's out here producing. You know what I mean? She really think that, like, first of all, she really think her music is hitting. She really thinks she Mona Scott. Like, she really think that she's giving these girls an opportunity. What opportunity exactly are you giving these girls? An opportunity to like, you act like you saving their lives from the lifestyle that they are in. But the thing is, Jocelyn, do you not realize all you're doing is telling them that they need to leave their pimps and let you become their pimp? Like, she's got a bunch of broken holes looking for a few dollars and some clout. And she's trying to tell them that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Well, Jocelyn, what opportunity exactly are they getting? $10,000? One of the girls kept reading the $10,000 the whole time. She almost left because she kept talking about, I think she was offended by the fact that it was a $10,000 prize. She's like, $10,000? I'm a hoe. I make more than that. But I'm here for it. I live for the ratchet. I live for the ghetto TV. So shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez. All right, you all. Oh, so listen, if you guys haven't done so, shameless plug here. Hold on. Shameless plug, because you guys have been supporting it, and I'm gonna actually be probably starting that this week. Certain content that I won't be putting on here, like certain like stories or certain rants that I just don't want to put on YouTube. I will be putting them on here on the podcast. So please click the link in my Instagram, visit Apple Podcasts, give us a like, give us a rating. Please continue to comment. I am over there. I'm posting over there. I'm actively posting over there. So I will be surprise dropping over there. Okay, some stuff won't make it to here, or then or some stuff, like I'll do a video and maybe I'll only put like 10 minutes over here, and then I'll do the full clip over there. So if you guys want to, listen without having to go through YouTube or watch the video, please, all the episodes will go to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you can find streaming. Okay, so please subscribe to me there on Apple Podcasts, okay, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. All right. So with that being said, we will take a couple calls. First come, first serve, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Let's get it popping. The number is 563-999-3658. You guys can call in and talk about anything. Let's get into some things. Oh, you know what, too? I am looking for guests to be on the podcast. So if you have an interesting story, and listen very quickly to the 2,000 people on here. When I said I was doing like things that I won't necessarily put on YouTube, I will not put it on video because I want people that want to tell interesting stories. So if you got some hotels, if you want to tell me that you cheating on your man or your girlfriend, or you just want to vent, but you don't want to come on camera, I want to hear from you. I want you to come on the podcast. I will never put out your identity. We will never put out your name. The most people will hear is your voice, but we will not know who you are, or we'll just know the circumstances or the situation. So if you're interested in that, DM me on either Instagram or email me at thearmonwigginsshow@gmail.com so we can set it up. So because I want to make the podcast really, really lit. Like I really want to get into some things over there, where we can't talk about necessarily on YouTube. And I know a lot of people are more private. So the podcast is just audio, so they won't see your face. So I'm looking for guests that want to do it. So if you got an interesting story, you got some tea, or you want to spill some tea, or you want to come clean about something, you do it on the podcast. So email me or DM me at thearmonwigginsshow@gmail.com, or DM me at the Armon Wiggins Show. Okay. All right. So we'll take a couple calls. And this will be anonymous for you guys. It will not be any video. So that's why it's going to be very important for those people that want to listen to these episodes. They will be on the podcast. So you got to subscribe to the podcast. It's the Armon Wiggins Show on Apple, iTunes, wherever. I will click the link and I'll put it in the description box. Now the call-in number is attached to the top, 563-999-3658. All right, boom. What we got going on? 1093, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, what's popping?
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on, Umar? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Nothing much. Just on tapping in with a couple of the conversations.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So first, run down with the Dr. Umar. I think that's his name.
Yes.
Whatever he was talking about, I agree with the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black man myself, and I feel like as a black race, we getting tore down every which direction, every angle. So we gotta stick together, no matter what. And then I was always taught a black woman is the best creature on earth. Let's put that out there. So as a black man, if you can't handle a black woman, it's not her. It's definitely you. It's definitely it's a weakness you got within yourself that you can't handle. So then you go to another race because you feel like, oh, she's easier. Be it her conversation, her listening skills, whatever. It's easier to deal with.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
So you got a black girl?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and
I can't. I would. Let me say that I will mess around with other races, but when it comes down to actually being in a relationship or trying to build a future with, it's only going to be a black woman.
Okay, that's cool. How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 on the 8th of this month.
So do you have a girlfriend now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to try to hook you up, because there's a lot of black girls probably that's like, hey, is he single? But well, that's good.
Yeah, no, it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? I took like maybe a year and a half break from my last one, so it's fresh. But I'm seeing life in a different manner than I was when I was young. When I was young, it was just, you know how it go. But now I'm actually trying to be serious about what I know.
Yeah. Well, I agree
Yeah,
with
but
him
then,
too,
okay,
especially
so
when it
boom.
comes to the Asian comments as well. Okay, so keep going.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. When it comes like that, never mind. I ain't gonna keep that to myself. But next with the situation about rest in peace, Michaela. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she did not deserve to lose her life that day. You know what I'm saying? I know people want to be like, oh, it was justified. It was this and that. I don't hear none of that. Just last year, whenever the George Floyd happened, we was all, pro-black, Black Lives Matter. And Lil Baby said, he said, I'm riding with my kind, whether I'm right or wrong. And that's how I am. Straight up. Like, and that's with any family, any situation. Like, if you with me, we gonna handle that in-house. We ain't gonna let no outsider do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So whether you right or you wrong, we riding. We can't, as a black community, how can we get somewhere if we steady trying to give the other people the pass to do what they want to do anyway? You get what I'm saying? For example, this is what I mean. If it's a lawyer defending a client that's probably guilty, and the client told him some information, that client or that lawyer not going to stand up and be like, well, the prosecution do got a case. They did kind of right about this and right about that. No, you're not going to do that, bro, because you hurting your case. You admitting your guilt. No, you wrong. This is the reason why I did that. I'm riding on that. You can prove me guilty all you want to, but I'm riding with what I say. So the black community, we're not going to get nowhere like that because they dividing us. They got half of the people that's feeling like, oh, okay, he right. So now that's making them be like, see, guys, we are good. We are justifying what we're doing. And then you got the other half that's like, nah, bro, like you can't tell them people they right because we trying to get somewhere with this. We want to let them know that it's unacceptable at any time. Then they're going to listen.
Absolutely.
And Envy, with Envy saying that, when the information came out, he's like, oh, my dad, an ex-cop, that knowed everything he said anyway. Because at that point, I realized
you already have a bias.
He
already had a bias.
Exactly.
Yeah, he already had a bias.
Exactly. And he probably, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know some people that grew up and their parents was the cops, and they was like in the middle. You know, they stuck in the middle.
5 more seconds because we got to go through a lot of people. 5 more seconds. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
So okay. Well, I'm gonna skip on to that. How you gonna get on Tyrese? What's your issue with Tyrese and what he was doing with his gal on live?
Oh, I don't have an issue. I just didn't think it was. I didn't think it was necessary. I mean, why would you do that? I don't really care.
You sure was promoting a whole Manscaped promotion code on here.
Yeah, but I didn't care about. I mean, I don't want to. I don't think that you need to like shave your. Like, I'm not gonna shave my balls online.
Like I ain't seen nothing in the video. But I was like, how am I going to read Tyrese for the little live shaving, and he over here promoting the Manscaped code?
Bye, boy. Thank you. And you know too much of the lingo to have a girlfriend. Bye. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure what kind of girlfriend you got. Anyway, 3573. You live on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm cracking up at the last caller.
Why?
But, well, he was funny to me because he was talking about the little Tyrese thing. That's the part that took me out. But
yeah.
Other than that, though, I really just wanted to get into, first and foremost, I'm happy that you brought up the little situation on chasing because I wanted to call when I was watching Voice Chat yesterday. And here's the thing. I agree with you 100%. Alicia was playing in Fran's face hard as fuck. Oh, excuse my language.
Thank you, caller. Okay, so we're going to wrap up these calls right now because we're going to do, it starts giving that, and we're not going to do that. So we'll take maybe one more. 5919, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to speak on Claudia Jordan. You talking about the Price is Right chick? Claudia in that show.
Please, sir, don't curse because I feel like you're about to curse. Okay, don't curse, okay?
No, I'm not going to curse.
Okay.
That's a very tired show, to be honest with you. That show on Fox whatever
Yes.
that network. Claudia is very tired. I got to be honest with you. She's just like that woman, Amanda Lepore, that said that Kanye West tried to sleep with her. I mean, you know, like, are they after him because of the money he has or what? He's like, God, everybody want to be with Kanye West. And they've been with Kanye West. It's crazy. It really is. But Claudia, she's an old head. She needs to sit down, seriously.
Well, you said what you said. Why do you feel like the show is tired?
I think she's very tired because I think people that are actually always searching and want somebody to talk about them and put them on the topic, that's Claudia Jordan for you.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Tyrese, I think Tyrese is just putting a message out there to his ex. That's all.
Thank you. You guys are getting into some things today. Okay, one more. 4352, you're live on the air.
Well, you said what you said.
Turn me down in the back. Listen, there's no cursing. Okay, they're not ready. We've been over a little bit over an hour. Okay, 9696, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Armon, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Oh, good. I'm glad because my cell phone company is billing me for this, so I'm glad I didn't hang up. Anyway, I wanted I don't know. I'm sorry that I don't know the girl's name who passed away when the cop shot her.
Makia, something like that.
Yeah, I apologize for that. May she rest in peace.
Okay.
But anyway, I feel, she could have harmed a lot of other people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Do you feel that way?
Well, yeah, she had a knife.
Yeah. So, but I was surprised that you didn't feel that way.
Well, I did.
You know what I mean?
I feel like she had a knife. I felt like, she got shot. I mean, I blame the parents. I'm not blaming the cop for shooting her. I don't think she should have gotten shot 4 times.
Well, you know what? He probably should have used maybe a taser.
Yeah.
Not such deadly force.
And
But
even
she
if you're
was
going to
using
shoot her
a
once,
knife-
just
but
don't
she
shoot her
was
for
used- but
it.
she
Shoot
had
her
a
in the
knife.
feet.
She had a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. He shouldn't have probably, shot her where he shot her, but she was I think aiming at she was going towards her torso
Okay.
area. You know what I mean? I think they really examined that. You know what I mean? I think they really looked into that situation. Because I thought that was crazy.
So do you believe that she deserved to be shot?
No. I don't know. I think that was horrible. I didn't even like watching that. It was horrible watching
Yeah, I didn't like watching that either.
Yeah.
That was
She's a
kind of
little
disgusting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the part for me. She was only 16. You know what I mean? She was a bigger 16,
I don't even
but
think they should have. Nobody needed to see that.
no.
So,
They
that
could
was
have.
horrible.
If anything, he could have shot in the air. I mean, I don't know what he could have done. I feel like police are better trained than to just go pull out a gun and just start shooting. But that was a big knife.
Yeah, that was. When I saw that, I was like, well, first of all, I thought I had such mixed emotions because she looked like a lunatic. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to say that. That's
Okay.
horrible that I just said that. Because she did. She looked like she was raging. She was raging. You know what I mean?
Yes.
God rest her soul because she's, not alive now. She looked like she was raging. She needed to be put down. Something was going on with her mentally. But she shouldn't have died over it.
Absolutely.
So it was sad. It was very sad. It was sad. But I was very surprised to hear how you. Well, I don't know. The whole situation is just very sad.
Yeah, the whole thing is sad. That's why I don't really like talking about it because it kind of I feel like, honestly, I can't be all the way 100% mad at the police, but I also understand, that if the police gets an opportunity to do something, they'll take it.
The thing is that I haven't heard too much on the news about it, as much as I've heard about Floyd and, all the rest of them. So that's what I don't understand. I don't hear a lot about that.
Yeah, the chat is being triggered by your vocabulary. You said put down. What does that mean? She needed to be put down like a dog?
What do you mean?
They said that the verbiage put down, that's triggering. You
What?
said that she needed to be put down.
Like saying what I'm saying is like she didn't be like that's how it's being treated. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's how it seemed like the cop was treating it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I get you.
Yeah. That's how it was seemed like.
Thank you, caller. Bye. Okay. Hello. Okay, let's do this. The last one. 7931. You're live on the air. Yes.
Why did she lie like that? She just lied. That's what she did. She lied, Armon.
You think she lied?
This woman really, she just lied and said, that's how the cop treated it. No, that's not how the cop treated it. You just said she was raging and looked like she needed to be put down. Those are your words. She started backtracking. That is what she meant. That is not what she's like. She noticed, Charlie looked in the chat and was like, oh no. Oh my goodness, I just said the wrong thing. Yeah, because you did. That kitchen table talk just came out what you was talking about with your mom and your daddy. So you really feel like she should have been shot. I don't feel like she should have been shot. He has a taser. He has a nightstick. He's a grown man. Yeah, she did have a knife, but she might have been stabbing somebody. And when she was saying she was raging, that doesn't make sense to me because I promise you, if any group of girls ever come to my mama's house trying to jump me, I was going to give all of them that work, be it a knife, a gun, a bat, whatever. You don't come where I live trying to jump me. I have to get you. Like, what are you talking about? I have every right to put you down. I have every right to put you down. Now, I can't negate the fact that she shouldn't have had the knife after she called the police. I can't because you do got to use your common sense. You are black and you know what goes on. And any excuse, like you said, they will have. But I still can't excuse him shooting her. He had you got other stuff on that belt. You got a knife stick, you got mace, and you got a taser. Like, I don't understand. I will never be able to understand it. It will not make sense. And to shoot her 4 times, okay, if you really feel like you had to shoot her, why you didn't shoot her in the leg? Why you didn't shoot her? You know what I'm saying? It was options. So it just doesn't make sense. And you're right. For the parents to be out there allowing all that to happen also doesn't make sense. Now y'all want to scream and holler, I know you didn't just shoot my baby. Should have shot you. For you standing out there, letting it happen. That's stupid. That's stupid for you to allow you sitting there watching this. That doesn't make sense. Like, none of it made sense. So it was all ghetto. So, like I said, if any group of girls, I ain't never been in no situation like where a bunch of girls want to jump me. But if anybody would have pulled up to my house like that, I would have had the same type of energy. You're not gonna come to my house. So you would have seen me raging too. Like, I have no other option but to rage. What if you at my house to try to beat me to death? Probably it's 4 of y'all finna try to whoop me. Anything can happen to me. I could hit my head on the porch and die. Y'all could just beat me so bad that I could be a vegetable. Like, it's so many things that can happen to me. So no,
or they could have got on that little speaker thing and said, drop the weapon or do anything. And if she didn't listen at that point, yeah, they could have done anything.
Anything. So he had options and he went directly to deadly force, and that's the problem. With black people, they always want to go directly to deadly force, and that is not okay. They still look at us like the animals that they classified us as so long ago, and that's what's BS about it. So I can't give no excuses about it. He have other stuff on his belt, and they get other training, and deadly force is not the first thing you use, and that's all I got to say.
Thank you, Boom. Love you for calling. Bye. All right, so boom, y'all. We got into some things. Today was a lengthy show.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
But it was a good show.
Goodbye.
We covered a lot. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys follow me all over your social medias at the Armon Wiggins Show. Shout out to all the kings of the chat. Shout out to all the members in here for being here for 2 years. I see y'all. Shout out to each one of you guys being here. Hey, Lisa, Heart of Inspiration. Shout out to all the members. Hey, Deja, you almost there. You almost at the king. Hey, Shamara, Baltimore, Bama. Okay. I see you. Let Troy tell it. Okay. I see this. The members in the chat. Keza, Kathy. All right. So I love you all for being a part of the channel, the show. Make sure you guys subscribe. Okay. And we're gonna get into some things. And listen, if you want to be on the podcast, where we're getting into some secret tea, like, you know, where we're dishing. Email me or DM me. I already got some people DMing me, so, you know, we're going to be calling it podcast confessions or something like that, you know. So if you want to come over there, let me know. All right? All right, y'all. I'm out. Until next time, I want y'all to keep that same energy. Oh, well, I guess I should come back before the, to let y'all know. All right, let me see. All right. Hair looking a mess. All right. So listen, I will be back. I'm drinking my water now. But I love y'all. How was the lighting today? Was it good? I tried to do a little bit of a different kind of lighting feel. Did you guys see that? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully, I know we had a little bit of a glitch. I'm still working things out. But I love you all. And until next time, I want you to keep that same energy. And I will see y'all in the next video. All right? Bye.